How are you? Are you standing for us?
Yeah, somebody told me you had nobody attending yet.
Yeah.
Which is funny because there's plenty of people from Terra area.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Oh yes, definitely. But you'll be Stefan's champion the next time. I hope it's not. Yeah. It's funny that light is making it.
That right there. Everybody should be on the other side. Already. Okay. It's, that was okay.
Yeah, grab a couple more. No, they're in my truck. Like,
Great.
yeah.
All right. Do you have your phone?
Grab it.
I was just gonna say, if you wanted to message and see if we can do a sound test. Oh, this is right.
15 minutes.
Oh,
Thank you.
15 minutes. All right. I'm trying to figure out where the shade
did you
is.
get the mic?
Yeah. Well, there's no shade on. Okay. Okay.
No, it's still two. Thank you.
Nope, that's not working either. All right.
We can parasol shade it.
I think we'll just hope for the best.
I can swap it mid-court if I need to. I can babysit it.
Yeah.
You have a second
Yeah.
battery pack.
But I'm already at 77. So okay, we'll just do what we can do. All right. Do we want to go ahead and do a sound check?
Yeah, let's do a. Hold on.
Hello, hello.
That's good. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a speakity and word words.
Speaking of word.
Oh,
You said you're quiet, but without moving the mic all the way up there, I don't know if there's a better way.
yeah. And I'm concerned because I know that there's going to be at least large groups of people coming up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if we put these down, you know what I mean? Stick it right next to the mat.
What do you mean? The mic?
You know what I mean?
Oh, move it out a little more?
Yeah. I mean, it might be.
Yeah.
People will be nice. You know what I mean?
We'll just hope for the best. I think it'll be fine.
That might not be a good idea because of the carriages.
Yeah, I know.
I can pull it when they
I
come
would-
up.
Yeah,
I
she
would
can
put
pull
it-
it.
I can pull it when they come up
Okay.
in large groups.
Okay, I've showed you a picture.
And we did it again where we perfectly aligned things. So there's like,
So,
yeah.
Not a bit.
sorry. You just, you know, because I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
wow.
You're,
Do you need a
you're
parasol?
smoking hot. You know, it's like, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
right.
You know,
Oh, wow.
Should be using
My
this. Just
chair
embrace it.
is not even.
Wobbly.
I mean, instead of him going, just you know, pick things. I mean, right. No. I mean, you know. Like I like. Okay. All right. I'm like, okay. All right. Oh, okay.
Please also
Yeah. Although I think he wants to see fighting.
And I wasn't getting
No. It's not like I'm gonna. It's not like it's. Do you want to see my? Yeah. Yeah. He's nice. I got that. He's a good dad. It's very 16.
Oh, that's a lot. Hold lower. Like hold by the armrest.
Yes. And we have lots of I think she's a little more conservative in all of the okay, not so I mean,
She's not as
That little misting bucket right here.
No.
It's there. Well, that's not working.
We're not recording.
It's streaming. Yeah.
I don't know what sound I have to launch again.
It's on.
The other high is not picking you up.
Is the Starlink thing anything
I'm
to
sorry,
do
say
with
it again.
Is that Starlink thing?
Oh, the Starlink?
Is that anything to do with live streaming?
I don't
It
think
was
any of us
originally,
are
but we're not on it
looking into
anymore.
Ask Clovis. Clovis could be. Let me ask.
Okay.
Unfair, your king approaches.
We're sneaking. It's okay. She'll have it.
I'm gonna have a great long double.
The longest of life.
We didn't need to have a procession, but thank you so very much. Please be seated and be comfortable as much as you can be. I always have to test it. Don't worry. How are you guys doing?
Hot. Hot.
I'm sorry, I keep ordering better weather, but it just doesn't arrive on time. Apologize. We're just gonna take a few seconds to get ready. Anybody have a joke they want to tell?
Well, there's this elderly Irish couple. And one day the man gets home from work and he sees his wife stark naked in front of the mirror. He says, "Sure and begorried, what are you doing stark naked like that? A woman your age, you ought to be ashamed of yourself." She goes, "Oh, well, I went to the doctor today and the doctor said for a woman my age, I've got a remarkably nice body." He says, "Oh, yeah, well, did he mention your big fat Irish arse?" She said, "Nope, your name never came up." Now, everybody on the internet knows that joke.
Okay.
Here now opens the court of Morgan and Lydia, King and Queen of Ontier. Hear now the words of Her Majesty.
All right. So today we were unfortunately hiding away His Majesty. I bet we're all a little overwhelmed with the weather and the smoke, and it's a little rough on our family. We apologize to anybody else who is affected. We very much would like to shield you from that, however we cannot. So what we can do is congratulate today's victors for the heirs to the Summits throne. This one will be relatively fun, if not short. We'll do our best. Thank you. Don't mind us. Just whispers and secrets. Whispers and secrets.
Whispers and secrets for all of the things. Marcus Longinius Rufus, their majesties invite you to attend them.
He knows what he did.
Rufus, it's a pleasure to see you. Were you off doing some work just now? I'm surprised because we've heard word that you don't stop working. So you've been working forever. You are constantly vigilant, and we want to reward you for continuing that service and showing everybody that it is fun to do the small menial tasks. And so today we would very much like to give you a sanguine thorn.
We Marcus Longinius Rufus to be of merit. Accordingly, we present unto them this sanguine thorn, and with it an award of arms. Additionally, we do command them to seek out suitable and unique heraldry as a remembrance of this day. Done by our hand and seal the 16th day of September on a Societatis 58, being 2023 Gregorian.
You get another aid assistant. Thank you very much. And your scroll will be delivered by Ludviga at the back of the because that's special, right? Thank you so much.
For the newest recipient of the sanguine thorn, great cheers and hip!
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
All children here present are now invited to attend their majesties.
It's all culture chaos, everybody. It's culture chaos. I'm bringing children. Would you like to keep the children away with a song? Children, please follow the box and
Their majesties invite all those for whom it is their first event to present themselves now before the sable grows.
Alwyn, oh, this is your first event. I'll come to you. Hi. There's no reason for you to come to me unstable anymore. Stay right there. Are you a new the SCA? We have a tradition here that we give newcomers at their first event a mug to toast your new friends and a cap to shield your head against the sun. So it's our pleasure.
Three cheers for our newcomers. Hip, hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Their majesties now ask Momo, son of Lady Ariana, to come into their court.
Not here. Okay. Thank you. Poor Momo's having a time. Sure. to present yourself in their court. Her Majesty has a gift for you. May we step out a little bit because I don't like standing in front of. So, once upon a time, at the beginning of the reign, when Morgan and I were preparing for coronation, I knew that I owned an Egyptian bead net dress that I was thinking about wearing. And I consulted with Talia, and she gave me some wonderful information about the history and cultural references of the bead net dress in Egypt, how it was a ceremonial garment only. And I realized deep in my heart that my persona is not Egyptian, and it would bring me great honor to give this gift to the one person in our kingdom that exemplifies Egyptian persona. Ready? Here we go. So, this dress will be yours. And it would bring me great joy if I could see you wear it. No? Of the Order of the Pelican, here now come before. So, Talia, I realize that at this very moment, you may need time to don this dress. It would bring me great pleasure to remove you from court with me now, and your attendants will help me dress you, and we will come back after a break, and the pelicans here will accept you, perhaps, into their order. Now begins the recess of the court of Her Majesty.
Falcons leave to their highnesses of the summits to conduct business in their court.
Nadia.
Thus resumes the court of the Griffin Coronet. That word.
What a day we've had!
I present your heirs, Griffin Throne. Lucky are we to have them.
Yes.
I just want to let you know we're going to be canceling Moot tomorrow. There will be Deidre or Chatelaine is going to be putting out the food that was supposed to be for tomorrow tonight. So if you would like to get some of those snacks. I was going to do it tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow morning. Sorry, I misunderstood. So she's still putting it out. So get it when you're packing up. We wanted to make sure that if you felt like you needed to leave tonight because of air quality, don't you please leave. No one's safe. We just wanted to make sure there was nothing tomorrow for people to have to feel like they needed to stay. So if you do feel like you need to stay, do this, or need to leave due to air quality, please do so. Thank you. Over to the host. I do have great skill and valor this day.
long before the sword or spear is taken up, before the harness is buckled on. All the simple today have witnessed all the day of the prowess of chivalry.
In remembrance of your prowess and bravery. We grant you entrance to the order of bear this token as a reminder.
To all not fortunate to be present in this day.
All not fortunate to be present in this day.
The mastery and honor you have shown.
The mastery and honor you have shown.
No combatant advances through each round of to the finals by physical strength and practical skill alone. Certainly not by ruthlessness and proud ambition. The martial path to the final round begins in the heart, by the inspiration of one noble and gentle person for whom the combatant furthers to crown their rich graces with the griffin coronet. To inspire a fighter to enter the coronet, commit their life, their time, their honor, let them find their life in their honor, and service of King Saudi, None here shall have any doubts as to the inspiration of Z, but rather shall carry the memory of their final round with them beyond the list field.
But for those who sadly not fortunate to be present here today,
They might know the grace and worthiness
so they might know of the grace and worthiness
of the inspiration you say. The entrance to the order of the true-hearted,
entrance into the order of the true-hearted,
so that all may henceforth know your inspiration in the coronet list.
so all may know henceforth your inspiration in the coronet list.
3 cheers for the recipients of the Griffin and Spear and the true order of the true-hearted. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
I had a very amazing Viscount gift when I got mine. Warned me that it could be a pickaxe. It was great. We're truly nothing to have our Summit. This morning, we talked about the shield. We talked about the shield of chivalry. We talked about the importance that this shield holds. We talked about, or I should say, I challenged you to make this decision for me extraordinarily difficult. I challenged you, both combatants and inspiration, to show the great pride of the summit, our chivalry, and our service out on the field. It was an extraordinarily difficult decision. I could not have been prouder of every single one of you on the field today. But I can only give it to one person, or to one combatant and inspiration couple. Tarek Magnuson! Osme, you need to come too.
Yeah.
We're truly nothing without inspiration. And this shield, this award is not won by just one of you. It is truly the service to the You did the shield. Yes, you place the hand.
Yeah, don't kneel.
And scroll. So between now and the next coronet tournament, your names will be added to this. Your responsibility at next coronet is to be present, to bring the field, and to read our history.
Speak the history out loud.
Thank you so much.
Great job today.
Really great day.
So our winners have business today, and we must release them. So please take your leave and make yourself ready. Whatever may be happening.
This land is the Principality of the Summit, a domain defined by the towering peaks that veil the bounds of the land. There is not one chain of this land from which one cannot view these summits. As the earth and the stone of this land, so are we blessed in its people. For those are the subjects of this land who shall stand tall and proud as any mountain. These persons have borne this principality on their back, giving it strength and form. Moreover, we look to them as mountains inspire our hearts and embody our goals. But those who form the foundation of the order of the summit, please gather before the thrones to welcome and give welcome to one who will join your esteemed number.
There you go.
Order of the Summit. You presented us with a slate of candidates, and we did choose. Is there someone here who can speak to the candidate?
I did not. I do. I have them.
Okay, conveniently.
We were prepared.
Okay. I'm going to hide the name, just so you know. Caring, consistent, present, aware, giving, helpful, kind, determined, forthright, unforgettable, and here I'm going to spoil it, curmudgeon. Those are words that members of the Order of the Summits think of when we ask about this candidate. They have been an important part of the summit since 1992, first as a member of the populace, and then as someone we have relied upon to support and make things happen for our principality. We're about to get into very determined details. Would you like to come forward?
Acacia Griffin!
Her contributions to the principality and populace of Summit have been extraordinary. She has represented us at events around the known world. She has stood behind the throne many times and made positive contributions while twice on the throne. She has served as Principality Seneschal, list minister, lead gate for several large events, and so many other tasks that are behind the scenes and not often noticed. Numerous barbaries, grails, forget-me-nots, and other service awards are throughout her order of precedence. And all of her perseverance and service has truly been for the summit. And I have words here from Anna Elizabeth. I clearly remember the first time that Acacia and I both attended. She was our princess, and she totally loved horses. This started what has become one of my dearest friendships, and I'm so sorry that I can't be here for your invitation to this order. You have always been an advocate for me, for equestrians, and for the summits. I'm so proud of you and all that you accomplish every single day.
The breeze is helping.
Yes.
Michael Hoy, Miracle Hoy, and Alessandro LaFontaine come before their highnesses.
here and supported me ever since Coronet. From that very first moment that we put the Heirs Coronets on, you guys have all been every event. I don't know how many fun hours in the day to be here for us at any moment, whether that's setting up, attending, and it's my great pleasure today to give you.
In the days when Dublin ruled as Prince of the Summits, Kate, his princess, wished to honor those who had been of special service to her during her reign. She established the award of the Evergreen to be given by the princesses of the Summits at their pleasure. This order has become known as the Order of the Silver Barbary and is thus registered. Today in this tradition, Princess Mina is pleased to grant entry to the Order of the Silver Barbary to Michael Hoy, Mirabel Hoy, and Alessandra de la Fontaine. A joyous noise. There being no further business, we close the court of the Principality of the Summit. Thus resumes the court of Morgan and Lydia, King and Queen of Antir. So some really cool things are about to happen. I don't know if you know. All members of the Order of the Elephant, please come here now before the thrones of Antir. What is your petition? The order of your master submit another into the order to tell us here. Tell us who this gentle is and their quality. This can't. She has served at all levels of the kingdom as an officer, an event steward, a court coordinator, a retinue leader, and as royal advisor, in addition to developing classes and teaching. She is an expert in diplomacy and a wealth of knowledge in the kingdom of Antir. Let Talia bint Al-Athir approach the throne. Sovereigns of Antir, rulers of the land, may you live forever. Hail, Sheikha Talia bint Al-Athir, one of the two lands, foremost mother of House Sinister. See her glorious appearance amidst the faces of your people at your beautiful festival of Summits Coronet. May you be pleased with it. A place is carved out for Talia by Horus, strong of arm, conveying the good things she has accomplished for your benefit, O illustrious majesties and citizens of Antir. Talia has done the best of good things. Henet is known in Egypt as the pelican. Henet is the pelican who saw Sheikha Talia bint Al-Athir's birth, who saw her birth when she was born. Henet has come here this evening, seeking to claim her fledgling. Your royal majesties, now from under the wings of Henet, into your glorious presence comes the beloved, the steadfast, creative, diligent, and graceful Baroness Talia bint Al-Athir. May you be pleased with her.
Well pleased we are.
Is it your desire, Pelicans, that Talia bint Al-Athir be admitted to this order? Yes.
Are you sworn in fealty to another?
I am, Your Majesty.
You don't have to get up. That's a complicated part.
I knew you were here the day I met you. It's been short, but it will be forever. You are my man. I love you.
Are there any peers of the realm to speak for this candidate?
Who's first? Countess Kalja, speaking for Countess Ashok.
These words I speak on behalf of Countess Ashok. Hello, gathered loved ones. When Talia moved to Antir, my sister Rithkin and I wanted to help her find her place here. When Rithkin became crown princess, we wanted to ask her to help out, but fretted that she would not be into it. We had no idea. She was so into it. She read every job description she could get her hands on, made binders full of rules and ceremonies and anything that described Antir's culture. She reached out to people and she made community. She learned and adapted. Then she made us a part of this community, this family that she created. She and her family became integral, first to Rithkin and Sven's reign, and then to our reign. She began by doing things behind the scene, enabling and lifting up people in their roles, quietly holding everything together. She balanced working for both incoming and outgoing reigns without making either feel slighted. She quickly grew into being front and center, and watching her become Wonder Twins with Finn as our co-heads of retinue was truly a thing of beauty. Talia came to us with decades of service and SEA experience and quickly adapted to Antir culture, making Antir home for herself and everyone around her. It is my absolute privilege to give this remarkable woman my enthusiastic support and call her my peer, for she has been such for a very long time. With all of my love, Ashaksi.
And now, hold on, there's one more.
Okay. Aloha. From the shores and valleys of Maui, the canton of Valley Azure, I, Kirstien de la Poule, send greetings and heartfelt aloha to the crown and populace of Antir. Her ladyship Talia has been a sister of my heart for so very long. When she departed the shores of western seas, we were saddened to see her go, but excited to see the journey she would take. She has now reached a great milestone in her SEA life, and I am so very proud of her. Her ladyship Talia takes on many tough jobs, even to her detriment and health sometimes. But she does it because she feels it's her kuleana, her part to take on, to be responsible for. I am so happy she is being recognized for her efforts. Thank you to the Crown and peers of Antir for recognizing this amazing person, and to Republican mentor Emma Von Bern for including me in these efforts. Mai kai loa tita. We are all well pleased. Yours in service, Mistress Kirstien de la Poule, Order of the Pelican, Valley Azure, Maui, Western Seas, Kaid.
And now, Maestro Eduardo.
I'm Maestro Eduardo,
Really?
and today I speak of this woman from the perspective of my membership in the Order of the Laurel. We're all peers, all of the orders and the royal orders. We are all peers, and often we talk about service in all the other peerages. There's a little piece of pelican in each of the peerages, but sometimes we don't talk about the art of service. And this lady epitomizes the art of service. And what I mean by that, first and foremost, is that she finds people and polishes them and looks at their skills as an artisan as well as a pelican. She finds the kernel of joy for service in each and every individual, and she magnifies it. It's not just her, but it's all of you too. And that is an art. That is an art of service. And I highly recommend to your majesties that you take this wonderful woman into our flock and make her a pelican of honor. dear. Wow. You have heard from pelicans, you have heard from the laurel elms, which speaks of her as a knight. In addition to all of Talia's many incredible talents and her selfless service to the society, Talia is also a fighter. She's been a fighter for decades. Um, she is the best student I've ever had. Really, she's um, she has brought students into my household, and when they would beat me home, when my scars beat me home from work, she would train them because she knows. Sometimes she knows my lessons better. She is a great cheerleader for the SCA. I have seen her bring in so many new people and throw them in the SCA, clothe them, teach them the ropes. Um, she's one of the best cheerleaders I've ever seen. She's a great mentor. She's taught me how to be a better person in the SCA, how to be a better knight. And as you've heard, she's dedicated her life to the SCA. This is a well overdue accolade, and I could not be happier for her today. Thank you, Your Majesties. I'm so pleased today that my wife is also fellow here. Thank you.
Huzzah.
And now the words of the royal Sir Guy or Guy and her Grace Darla.
Right here. Just greetings to all in Castle Kirk. We are honored to share some words about a most marvelous lady, Her Excellency Baroness Talia bint Alathir of the Barony of Madrona. She is a shining light who we first met in the beautiful Barony of Western Seas, where we recognized her youthful service to the Kingdom of Caid and welcomed her into the Order of the Acorn, a service order for the youth of the kingdom. She was actually the first member of the Order of the Acorn. Since that wonderful event, Talia has dedicated her life to the service of all. From that little acorn grew a beautiful and graceful oak, who reaches out to serve and support the cause of the kingdoms of the known world and its people. We are honored to have witnessed her selfless service and dedication to support the dream. She is truly a blessing to us. With heartfelt gratitude and warmest regards, Duke Guy and Duchess Darla.
Talia, well pleased with you and your continued efforts and diligent service to this our kingdom and to the society. We are right mindful of the wishes of your peers and minded to create you a companion of the Order of the Pelican. Will you accept from us this honor and swear to uphold the rights and responsibilities of this rank and title?
Will you, Talia bint Alathir, give your word, your help, to continue to fulfill the requirements set forth for the governance of this order, as you most surely have until now, to increase your labors nobly, to nourish your talents as befits a peer, as a meal, and to seek to disseminate your talents and abilities throughout the kingdoms of the known world as far as it is within your powers.
Bring forth the medallion. Majesty, this medallion commissioned by Grace Duke Monsieur was created by Master Ugo Serrano, and it is strung on linen thread with beads that are replica of the Middle Kingdom of Egypt, made by myself and Her Excellency Emma.
Take from our hands this token of your accomplishment and our esteem.
Let it be known this day that Talia bint Al-Athir has been admitted to the right noble order of the Pelican and will be known as a peer within the kingdom of Antir. Would you now swear fealty to the crown? Upon which symbol of state would you swear? The sword.
You guys?
Or so on.
I, Talia bint Al-Athir,
I, Talia bint Al-Athir, companion of the order of Pelican,
appear in the kingdom of Antir.
and appear in the kingdom of Antir,
Do promise to continue
do promise to continue
to offer my hands and heart
to offer my hands and heart
in service to the kingdom,
in service to the kingdom,
bearing faith and truth
bearing faith and truth
to the sovereigns of Antir.
to the sovereigns of Antir.
And we, Morgan,
And we, Morgan,
We, Livia,
do for our part swear to protect and defend you and your house until death take us
the world ends.
or these crowns pass from our.
Pelican, Talia, please arise and go to your peers.
Wait, scroll.
Oh, yes. So this beautiful piece of art is by Adrian von Brandenburg.
we choose the newest Pelican!
Sorry. Some of us get to walk off.
Almost dead. Thank you for that.
tenebras los pelus tum coromoculus meus generosis ut vider poculum viso superbus.
Huzzah!
Thank you, Lachlan, for calling us radiant, wonderful, and talking about the superb and wonderful populace.
She speaks Latin.
Thou noble king and queen, I am Lachlan, speaker for the far traveler here. You are as bright as the morning star, and casting rays banish darkness while spreading light. You, before my noble eyes, I see your proud people. For such a fine people and such a fine visage of grace, beauty, and royalty, I, knight of your court would bend a knee and beg entrance here, that I, a humble orator and an armed sentry of the vigilant who stands in the wake of my words, would offer words of this spectacle in your court.
Please. My Lord Lachlan, we would be pleased to know this fine and noble lord.
My liege, and to you the populace of this lion's lay, behind me the spears at the ready, at once to the battle, in the center of this portcullis of steel, in the center of this portcullis of steel, our weapon thickest. Behind me, thin grim, like a wood thins before a relentless axe, so a forest of time and travel and hardship is brought to annihilation by this day and this king's call. Thin grim, squire to Viscount Sir Matthias Vane, the great kings, the great knights of this land, and more of the fine crowd of people in distinguished prelates, for here I stand with you in your court to beg the entrance of another than you yourself, fine and grand spectacle of a William-esque king, have called to sit vigilant until this day's end. From among your distinguished populace, one vigilant, as was chosen for this fine and noble order to be gathered here today, stands now amongst friends and family bearing the spears of the panels of the Bayou Tapestry. Hail, he hearkens King's call to Coronet, the circle of chivalry, having consented. What knight could not express in word, they approved by their hand. This traveler, now oath taker, comes to pledge his service, to submit his knightly oaths to king, to queen, and the crowns of this, the kingdom of Antir. Good king, if the offered knight is pleasing to you, please declare it to us, for this day can only be done by your word and your judgment.
The knights here being silent, their responses to us being delivered, I have assembled here these kneeling knights, in accordance with the vigilance tradition, and declare, with open hand, this king, this queen, these crowns, and assembled chivalry, welcome into our court, His Excellency, Finn Grimm, squired this final day to Viscount Sir Matthias Bay.
Fingrin, well pleased with your prowess upon the field, and right mindful of the desires of your peers, we are minded to create you a knight. Will you accept from us this honor and swear fealty to the crown of the kingdom of Antir?
Are you bound in fealty to another? Sir Matthias Bay has business with the vigilant.
It's been 11 years.
Take him to the
Really?
Now bonds of fealty have been undone, we will proceed. Upon what symbol will you
With I swear fealty to Morgan and Libya, by undone and sovereign, that I will obey thy lawful commands, that follow the truth of your whisper the ground and the kingdom of Antir.
This oath do we hear, and we, Morgan,
And we, Libya,
do for our part swear to protect and defend you and your house,
until death take us,
The world ends.
or these crowns pass from our
By which name do you wish to be knighted? Finn Bryn Bainson.
And on what symbol would you make your vows to receive this accolade? That would be this. So let's do the spurs of knighthood be brought forth.
Short but significant lineage. They're from Sir Octamasades, Count Octamasades, and also who were given to him by, Duke Gabe from Artemisia.
Oh Lord, look fast and no Lord.
In addition, as Sir Richard handed these spurs back to me, I placed them on my heels, and then we placed them to Sir Daniel. He had sent them down from Tyrion, that the spurs von Tyrion passed to the newest knight. And these also name belong to,
Because wearing two sets of spurs. Let's right. What do I vow on this link? Straightforward, but true enough. Chivalrous and courteous, and ever willing to bind myself to the crown of my kingdom, to speak and to be silent, to do and to let be, to come and to go, strife and to spare, in such matters that concern the society. In need and in plenty, in peace and in war, in living or in dying, till death take me, or the world end. So say I.
Only you would
Finn, it is the great pleasure of any crown, but an exceptional pleasure of mine for you to be able to dub thee once, dub thee twice, dub thee knight of unto. Arise, Sir Finn Grimbaneson.
Now bring forth the chain of chivalry.
Your Majesty, I'll hold the sword, freshly forged by Nicholas Angelo, is now bound to my sword sworn son. And it's from this day forward his.
Huzzah. I will hand this back to Bane.
Like him.
But the sword has multiple. It has the edge for truth. It has the edge to mete out justice. And it has the sheath that binds it in times of peace when it should not be drawn. As a knight, it is your responsibility to determine when the sword is to be used or when the life is to be used. As your sword, held by your performer until it's day. And the chain.
Majesty. And I think it's lineage. Okay. This is the lineage chain of the Alfred High. Started with Octamasades, Olin, Sir Frederick, Sir Rodrigo, Sir Einar, Sir Bane, Sir Rencio,
Sir Justin, Sir Istvan, Sir Merwin, Sir Luciano, and now to you, my brother.
This is an interesting lineage chain that they talk about. There's a single link, and I'm not sure where that link came from, but I recognize that link. And I can tell you that that link came from the chain that Henrik created the first Knights of the FCA. It's a good chain. Sir Finn, wear this chain in token of your rank. Bring forth the belt.
Majesties, I would speak words for the owner of the belt that we are going to give to Finn. These words speak thus: to be a beacon for others in the dark and light the path of those that follow. We have the power to lift others up with words and actions, with our hearts. Being genuine is not something you develop. You have it or you don't. I hope to be that for others, to speak for those that at any table, to bring them to that table. If there's any way I can lighten the load or improve someone's life in and out of this game, then I will have made the world a better place. They say that we are not made knights, that we are recognized. Validation does not come from the crown or the Knights Council, it comes from the people. For it is in their hearts and their minds that the dream and ideals live. It is a burden for sure, but one worth carrying. And a core value. I've tried to live my life in accordance with that value. I was honored to be a baron in this game and a leader and a friend to the entire group of people. The people are a reflection of who we are and what we are. There is no better mirror than being in the trenches alongside them. Well, with words, that is not knightly. No, it is. So I would offer the belt that I was knighted with and given to me by my knight, His Highness Volunteer, Sir Othgar. And now, my friend Finn, this to you. What words were spoken to me by Finn? That was a message that he and I were collaborating. I did not tell you that because it wasn't like the words from him.
Wear this belt in token of your ability and a symbol of the rank you bear as a knight.
Be it known to all to whom these presents shall come that we, Morgan, undoubted king by right of arms of Antir, and Livia, our radiant queen, having taken counsel with the order of chivalry and contemplated the merits of one of our subjects, as pertains to the knightly virtues of prowess, courage, honesty, loyalty, generosity, faith, courtesy, and franchise. Believing that no one should be made knight who has not developed these virtues, and finding to our great satisfaction all of these being well represented in their heart and soul, now do we decree that Finn Grim Bainson shall take their rightful place as a member of the Order of Chivalry, to be in all places of honor, numbered a peer of our realm, with all rights, privileges, insignia, precedence, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Furthermore, do we confirm unto them by letters patent the right to bear sable, a three-blasted and eradicated on a chief embattled argent three-tankard's vert, as armed in this society, and bearing a badge fortunately around the sable and argent a border vert, without let or hindrance from any person. This we do upon the sable throne that sanctify by the setting of our hands and the great seal of Antir on this 16th day of September, on a societatis 58th. By seal and signature, Black Lion Herald attests that the honored relations herein belong to the said Finn Grim Bainton, alias Finn Grim, to use, bear, and show forth at all times.
The calligraphy and gold leaf are by Vega Wolfkiller and painted by Michael Sinclair.
And now, good Sir Knight, reminder of this your day being bound by spur, chain, and belt by your hand, sworn upon these good swords by your word. Receive this from our heart, as it pleases me not to challenge the summit, but it pleases me greatly that I not strike someone so truly worthy, that this be the last strike you ever received.
This king in his royal manner. Rise now, Sir Finn.
It's teamwork.
Lucrecia. Here. Just kidding. She might be out there hugging Finn. Ah.
Right at the wall, present yourself before their majesties.
Like
A fanfare. This court is getting easier.
Alejandro Romero, present yourself before their sable majesties.
I don't think they're here.
It was all part of the plan, everybody.
Their majesties shall now exchange largesse with their noble cousins and hosts.
Feel free. Go mingle. Please, feel free.
I've multiple times.
This is for. Yeah, yeah, their central is here, so yes. Straight. Thank you.
Would Elsa Von Ock, Yvette Stewart, come now before their majesties?
Don't worry, it's mobile.
Good populace, Myrtleholt is a small shire. And as such, all small shires are very close-knit. So the site tokens that we gave out today, there have been several arts and sciences nights at my house, and I would love to call forward all of the people who worked with me, Monkey and Juliana, Bowen and Megan, and Aaron. These fine people are the heart of our shire, and without them, this wouldn't have happened. And that's everything. That's everything that
Look at how much largesse she's getting. You see, being a vet steward has bonuses and perks. You see, you too could be getting a lot of largesse if you volunteer and help run a lovely event like this one.
And her team, hip hip. Huzzah! Hip, huzzah! Hip, huzzah! Their Majesties now call upon those of the populace who would wish to swear fealty, pledge their support and allegiance to the crown of Ontiers.
You are not required to kneel.
Do you, the people of Ontier, affirm that Morgan and Livia are the true and rightful crowns of this realm, that you will support and defend them in your hearts and in your homes, that you will obey their lawful commands in all that matters that concern this realm, so long as their majesties remain sovereigns of Ontier?
I so swear. And we, Morgan,
And we, Lydia,
do for our part swear to protect and defend you and your houses till death take us,
the world ends.
or these crowns pass from us.
I said like Spider-Man.
Got it over here?
Yes. Oh. Today, the Summits has had a great day. We have new heirs to the Principality thrones. His Highness, laid low by the plague, overcame and was able to join us. Fierce, strong, powerful, the southern borders of those very precocious Westerners are well protected. Led by great men who sat the throne. One sits before us this day, and I'd like to have a word with him. It's better than I can do. Ivan, you're a great prince. But more than that, you're a great man. You bring people in, you do all kinds of things. You're a force to be reckoned with in the field, but you're kind, you're gentle, you're willing. Those are the virtues of a knight. And that's why I called the chivalry forward today.
Thank you.
I'm trying to figure out how to get to the ground.
You're good.
Greetings to you, chivalry of Antir. When we last spoke, you informed us that your numbers were lacking. Is it still true this day?
Yes, Majesty.
Who among you would speak of the qualities of this candidate? I would.
Paraphrase a song that's silly and goofy. What makes a knight? Is it the power in his arms? Is it his quest for glory? Or is it the way he must fight every day so we can know his story? I remember a man who started with just the power of his arms, crushing, smashing. I remember he sought all the glory at the same time and learned the lessons that many young fighters don't learn. It's not the strength of the arm, it's the strength of the heart. It's the skill. Glory comes not from the victory, but from the responsibilities afterwards. You have striven hard. When you have lost hope, you have buckled down, and you have worked even harder. When the world stopped, you found someone to keep you sharp, to keep you fresh, to keep you well brewed. And I am so grateful to His Grace Kendrick that he was there to the issue of my absence. You are an incredible man. You are an incredible fighter. You are a knight, and you have been a knight in my eyes for many a year. I am so excited for this day. And this was a hard secret to keep.
Wow, wasn't it?
I love you. And I'm sad to give you up when your reign ends, but I'm elated that you become my brother.
Ivan, well pleased with your prowess upon the field and right mindful of the desires of your peers, we are minded to create you a knight. Will you accept from us this honor and swear fealty to the crown and the kingdom of Antir?
Yes. Are you bound in fealty to another?
Just us.
However, I understand that the tradition of the Summits is that when you take one, you're bound in fealty to the crown. However, when you step down, you resume that accolade. And while you are bound in fealty to me,
You had a night before, and should this not have happened, you would have had a night after. I would ask you to speak into this. You mentored me. You were there when there was no other. It was an honor to carry your belt. And I will strive to carry the lessons you've given me.
You have done great honor to us above the one-belted princes. You were the second to have been knighted while wearing this belt. I have a gift for you. You start your own and give me grand squires. Turn your belt to you so that you may start a new line.
Upon what symbol will you swear fealty?
Here do I swear fealty to Morgan and Richard, my undoubted sovereigns, that I will obey their lawful commands in all matters that concern this realm, and uphold the crown of the kingdom of Antir.
All this do we hear, and we do for our part swear to protect and defend you and your principality until death take us,
The world ends.
or these crowns pass from our hands.
By which name do you wish to be knighted?
My name, Ivan Shulbane, is given to me by others.
And so shall Ivan Shoebane it be. By what sword would you make your vows and receive the accolade? Is there one?
Yeah, we have the Summits Fall Coronet. Right there.
Seems appropriate.
Here do I bow on the sword from this day forward to be a good and true knight, ever chivalrous and courteous, and ever willing to bind myself in fealty to the crown of my kingdom, to speak and to be silent, to do and to let be, to love, to strike and to such matters that concern this society, to lead and in plenty, peace and in war, for the world is. So say I, Ivan Shieldbearer.
Let the spurs of knighthood be brought forth.
These are little traveling little guys.
Not only are these the spurs of Antir to be passed to the next knight, but I believe His Grace has words with you.
Brother, it's been a long road. Keep that short. You all know I like to talk. Yeah. Will you? I'll take a break. There's a hole. You are. That's all I'm gonna be able to say right now. Actually, let's put these on. Then y'all can put them on upside down.
Give him one and one.
Well, that's cute. It's a party color night spur.
Like there's a sperm made for that book.
As they strap the spurs of knighthood on him, spurs represent the ability for the knight to ride forward in the king's name. Like the spurs is the chain. Bring forth the chain.
Yeah. I'll tell you the one you
This chain comes from a mighty chain that was split into 4 chains for mighty knights. His Grace Uther, His Majesty Miles, Viscount Sir Bucket. Miles felt in front of all at Ontir West, he should let everyone know who the fourth chain was destined for.
And we heard.
The chain is a link of unbroken bonds. From the knight to the crown. From the crown to the people. And you may always strike and defend and know your fealty. It is heavy. It is the weight of the night. It is what makes us truly know the people of Unti. Bring forth the belt.
This belt comes from Aidenveld, Sir Demetrius,
Sorry.
who remembers the crown that gave him his award of arms many, many years ago. Sends this to Ivan for having not only witnessed his crushing victories on the battlefield, but his gentle spirit in lifting up those that he trampled down and turning them into heroes before their brethren. And Sir Demetrius, gifted upon the day of his knighting from his knight. This comes to you, Ivan. Finally.
Wear this belt as an outward symbol of your position and your ability in the kingdom and without.
The belt of the knight is white. White symbolizes the purities. As you age, as time goes by, that belt will begin to fade. Let the outer symbol fade and the inner purity remain. And let's do this one first. I'm going to do this before we leave. Ivan. It's a rare occasion for the king knights a prince. It is an extraordinarily rare occasion. But it is truly my honor, as I've seen you grow the entire time. I dubbed thee once. I dubbed thee twice. I dubbed thee Knight of Ontario.
It shall be known by these words that we, Morgan, king by right of arms, and Livia, queen by grace and inspiration, in consideration of their prowess on the field of honor, courtly behavior, and chivalric virtues, do of our especial grace and certain knowledge recognize Ivan Shieldbane as a knight of the society, to be in all places of honor a member of the order of chivalry, and here of our realms, with all right, privileges, insignia, precedence, and responsibility thereto pertaining. And furthermore, do we confirm upon them by letters patent the right to bear argent masoned azure on a pallet shake fork argent. I am no herald. And on a chief embattled sable a sword argent, as duly registered with the College of Arms, the Society, the title of Sir, and the right to wear the regalia of this rank, a white belt, an unadorned chain, and gold spur, done by our hand this 16th day of September at a Societatis 58 in our court at the Summits September Coronet Tournament. I do believe a friend of yours made this, but they didn't sign it.
John Perkins.
John Perkins!
John Perkins.
His Highness has asked me, I believe I would quote, to give him the business. So for those who have a hard time to stand, I would ask you, shield your eyes. Ivan, if you'll stand. Oh, my legs are numb.
Emotions will do that.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, I probably would actually, but I just want to make sure that I don't hurt myself. Ivan, may this be the last blow you receive. Sir, go now to your food.
Dame Joanna Treepenny has a presentation for their majesty.
Just a second, there's a flow of knights.
It's an ebbing current of aggression.
Your Majesties, populace of Antir, I am Dame Joanna Truepenny. I am a painter of banners. I have painted the war banners of Antir at the request of Her Majesty Queen Grace. I frequently wished to see those banners, but they are 20 feet long. And I have heard reports that they attack other kingdoms in formation. And the Queen and King do not always have the ability to manage 20-foot long banners.
We've tried.
With the retinue at every event. They need to have the glory at every event that they deserve. And when Queen-to-be at the moment, Olivia, walked into court, accompanied by song, it stirred my heart. And I said, this queen is the one that I will paint one of my tailed banners for, so that she herself could hold it if she needed to. And so that the pageantry will go with her. And here it is on tier. The Kingdom Arms. It has on tier thrice, for that is what we call. It has, thanks to Her Majesty's excellent pictures that she sent me, the crowns of the King and Queen painted on it, and the roses that symbolize the heart, the chivalry of many in this kingdom. For all who see this banner fly, let it be known that Antir is glorious, and that those who bring the pageantry to it bring that glory for all to see.
Oh my goodness.
No further business before this court. Thus ends the court of King Morgan and Queen Livia. For their majesties on tier, long life!
Long life!
For their heirs, Ulster and Jorah, long life!
Long life!
For the prince and princess of the summit, Ivan and Mina, long life!
Long life!
For the heirs of the summit, Finn and Eduardo, long life!
Long life!
For the prince and princess of Tiri, long life!
Long life!
Summits!
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 For Antir, the greatest kingdom in the known world, thrice say her name!
Antir! Antir! Antir!